You know what? You people want to tell me to take my sorry ass back to Africa, huh? Let me tell you something, people. As much as I noticed that since the controversy with Jeremiah Wright had started, a lot of people who are kind of racist have been posting comments on the bottom of YouTube's pages and then uploading new videos saying that, well, Jeremiah Wright's a racist, Tupac Shakur's a racist, black people are more racist than white people, Latinos and blacks are nothing but this. You know what? I'm telling you, the new media has changed. A lot of Americans have realized that the power of YouTube has been the tool to succeed and also the tool for defeat. If you can remember the days back in 2006 when Senator George Allen lost to Jim Webb when he made his little famous macaca speech, or you can remember Bill Bennett saying his, if we abort black babies, the crime will go down. You remember some of those comments? Now, you heard Jesse Lee Peterson, the controversial black commentator, who said basically the black people down in New Orleans turned the Superdome into a ghetto. Or you heard Sean Hannity denounce the fact that Hal Turner was once a good friend of his. You heard the fact that Bill O'Reilly said that there won't be no lynching party for Michelle Obama because she said that for the first time in her life that she's proud to be an American because people are starting to support her husband, Senator Barack Obama. Or you can realize Geraldine Ferraro said just because Senator Obama is a black man, well, he shouldn't be like judged by his merit of being just a candidate instead of just being a black man. Or you can hear people who are sexist and ageist. Like you can hear some of the liberal talk radio hosts like Randy Rose call Hillary Clinton a whore and Geraldine Ferraro a whore. Or you can hear people like Ed Schultz basically slam people like McCain and Clinton because they're older and they don't seem to understand the views of what the common American are doing. Well, that's all BS in my opinion. So you know what? You people want to say take my sorry ass back to Africa, huh? You know what? I was born here in America. I'm not going nowhere for nobody. You people have the nerve and the audacity to say that just because I got a brain and I got this intelligence that you're quite familiar with and you still don't understand the message that I bring to you out here on YouTube because I'm trying to endorse the only thing that comes to mind, and that's the issues facing Americans. I mean, we're in a bad situation. I mean, the economy is going from bad to worse. Oil prices are high. Gas prices are high. The cost of food, the cost of living, the cost of everything in between is just going up. And with that in mind, it's going to get harder and harder and harder to pay these bills or harder and harder to live in an apartment, a house, or even a trailer park. I mean, we're having so much trouble trying to pay off debt. Now, if you read the statistics, 80% of Democrats believe that we're in a recession. 40% of Republicans think we're in a recession. And 60% of the independents who don't normally vote for a Republican or a Democrat believe we're in a recession. So you tell me what's really going on in America. So would I feel better just going back to Africa? I don't know much about Africa other than the fact that Africa is a continent that is spread of many vast countries and many local cultures and various religions and various languages. I mean, Africa is pretty much a smart country compared to what America is sometimes. I mean, we got so many Americans out here who are so bigoted towards one another because we don't agree on their issues, we don't agree with their politics, we don't agree with their religion. I mean, over here in America, we're supposed to be the greatest country in the world. We're supposed to love one another. We're supposed to treat one man, one woman, one child the same as we would treat our own. I'm proud to be a black man. I'm proud to have friends that are black, white, Asian, Latino. I'm proud to have all my friends out there. I'm not ashamed of being who I am because if you're unapologetic, that means you're more stronger than some of the people who are like always rushing to judgment and judging people on their basis. Because sometimes a lot of people always want to judge you because you're just this type of person that has more of an intelligence. Now, listening to what I'm saying is that you don't always have to agree with what I say, and I'm not ashamed to say that we can always have a matter of difference, but you don't have to go as far as saying I need to go back to Africa because I'm black and I'm crying racism and I'm crying bigotry. I mean, you're not living in states like Ohio. You're not living in states like in South Carolina. I mean, places like these have issues. As far as last month, I heard about a teacher who was accused of raping a student at a Troy Christian high school, which is about 20 miles from Dayton. His house got burned down and they sprayed words like nigger on his car and on his house because he was a black man and he was living in Troy, which is a predominantly white city. Now, he got scapegoated without even having the merit of being judged guilty. And then you go down to South Carolina where young black men are getting beat up by the cops. And a cop said the N-word in front of a cop. And then he said that he's going to shoot a black patron or a black driver or whatever. And then you saw on YouTube that video of a woman getting beat up by a family because a family member had shot at another person and she went up to them and they attacked on her. So this is what's going on in America. Jeremiah Wright is the least of your concerns. You people realize that just because you got a woman, an older man, and a black man running for the presidency doesn't mean that they're not experienced in the issues that are at hand. They're going to have to face the problems. So for those who want to say, take my sorry ass back to Africa, you know what? If you think about it, those people in Africa are more smarter than us because they know how to take advantage of us through those scams online. Think about it. Whenever you try to sell your products on eBay, or you're trying to look for a relationship on MySpace or YouTube or anywhere else in new media, you go overseas. Over in Africa, Africans view us as racist, and that includes me being a black man. So do us a favor. For those who are bigoted and racist, try to learn African culture and then learn American culture. And then come to me and say, I need to take my sorry ass back to Africa. Because that's all I got to think about. Thanks.